You notice lots of funny little things. I notice, like, as I get older, little funny things. And we've got a dog, and I was taking the dog for a walk a few months back, and we stopped at a... Oh, I couldn't think of the word crossing just then. That's a worry. Brum, brum, stop time. The big metal cube slowed down. So I can walk my little furry friend. She can't talk, but we talk at home. And she can't talk back. And we stopped at a crossing, and there was 2 other people at the crossing. There was a little boy on a razor scooter with a big helmet on. Always funny, never not funny. Think about it now. It's fucking funny. Don't know why. It was a little boy, razor scooter, big helmet, and the kid's dad. And the dad, like, was kind of like a trendy, kind of like hot dad. And I do this thing. I think everyone does this subconsciously. When you see a dad out in the world with their kid going solo, you do this thing in your head where you're like, what a good dad. You've got no evidence of that. Like, no evidence whatsoever. You're like, look at that guy. How about that guy just doing just the bare minimum, you know? Just like... What a good dad. Look at that guy taking responsibility for a cum he had years ago. Now that's a good dad. I don't know, low expectations on dads sometimes. And the kid started crying. I don't know why. Maybe because it was on a razor scooter and it's no longer 2002. And even my dog was like, what's this shit? And I was like, I don't know. The dad did the right thing. Good dad. He got down on the kid's level. And I was like, that's a good dad. That's a good dad. And he was like, mate, you got to stop crying. I was like, they're mates. What a good dad. Like, mate, you got to do me a favour. You got to stop crying. There's favours. There's no power struggle here. What a good dad. And he's like, mate, you got to do me a favour. You got to stop crying. You just got to be a man. I was like, oh, that's a bad dad. That's a bad dad right there. Few things to unpack. First of all, we've got to stop telling little boys to act like men. There's a big risk associated with that. We've got to stop telling little boys to act like men or be men. Because if we keep doing that and we keep doing that and keep doing that, there's a huge risk that they might grow up. They might grow up and they might become, you know, men. And I don't know if you've heard what they've been up to lately. And by lately, I mean a few thousand years. And I always point this out. I don't mean males, by the way. I think males are different to men. Like, men are a subspecies of males at this point. We all know men. Like, there's a specific thing about men. Like, I saw a man recently. I was watching breakfast television. I don't know why. You know, Australian breakfast television, just a bunch of white people sticking to the plan. And like, we're angry, let's talk about it. And reward me. And we were, there was a member of parliament in a lot of ways. And he was... They were having one of those like panel chats where they were talking about gender-neutral bathrooms and whether that should be kind of institutionalised in all public places. And the member of parliament was, I'll paraphrase him, but he was saying something along the lines of like, yuck! Gross! What if someone sees my dick? There's an interesting connection between people that are terrified someone's going to see their dick in public are usually the ones in private going, hey, you want to see my dick? Like, there's... Venn diagram. And look, there's a lot of chat and a lot of talk about, you know, gender at the moment. It's a very hot button issue, and I've noticed it's a very hot button issue for people that aren't actually struggling with their own genders. I always find that very interesting. I would say this, I think if you truly think about gender, not your own gender, just gender as a concept, if you really think, if you're in a waiting room in the next few weeks, just think about it. Just take a little moment and think about it. You'll realise, ironically, gender is a man-made thing. Like, it doesn't really exist. And I'm not even coming out about anything here. You can identify as whatever you want. You can be male or female or whatever. I personally, at the moment, I don't really identify as male or female. I think I identify as like a fun aunt. Do you know what I mean? Just like a couple white wines before midday. Like, you know that aunt we all had growing up who was a lot of fun, but now when you think about it, you're like, actually, she might have had some personal problems. You know, that one is like, now thinking about it, why was she always with the kids at Christmas lunch? That's weird. Like, you ask your mother about... But, you know, so that's me.